This is Young Adult Ministry Tips with Antoine, and today's tip is don't forget the off-ramp for your volunteers. Now, a lot of times we spend a lot of time thinking about the on-ramp, how we want to get volunteers, and Lord knows we need volunteers. We need people who will step up and do different aspects of the ministry, to lead and to serve in different aspects of the ministry. But one of the things that we talked about earlier is transience. We talked about how Young Adult Ministry is the dynamic of transience is really affecting almost everything that we do. And so with that in mind, it's important that you not only think about how to on-ramp volunteers, but also how to off-ramp volunteers in such a way that those volunteers feel good about walking away. A lot of times without an off-ramp, what you end up is with volunteers just disappearing. They just, all of a sudden, they won't show up. They're no longer around. And it's happened to me more than once. And I usually take it as my fault as much as potentially it is their fault. Sure, there's some young adult volunteers that are just flighty and immature and they're, they're inconsistent. But others are, they've come across something in their life that's going to cause them to be pulled away, or they just feel like it's time to take a break from serving in that particular area, but they don't really know quite how to get off, right? They don't want to come and say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, right? Because that would make them look bad, or that would signal some sort of inconsistency, and it's uncomfortable and it's awkward. If you figure out the off-ramp, then you give people a chance. You create an opportunity to have a conversation about when the service can be done, whether we want to continue, and so forth and so on, and allows them to finish well, which is good training for them as well, by the way, that they would be willing and comfortable and be given the opportunity to have a conversation that says, hey, I think I'm going to take a break. I think I'm going to walk away, and give them the muscles to be able to have those conversations. So think about on-ramping your volunteers, but also think about off-ramping your volunteers. What does it look like, and how can you help them finish well? That's your tip for today for Young Adult Ministry.